So I used to be in this weight loss program years ago, and whenever we would do exercise or some movement, they would give us points, and we had the opportunity to eat back those points. Like, so whenever we do activity, it give us a chance to be able to eat more food. And I want to talk in this episode about why I don't eat my fitness calories and why you should. All right, let's go. Welcome to the Overweighted Podcast, where we get real about the struggles of being obese and needing to lose a whole lot of weight. My name's Malaika. I'm your host, weight loss mentor and coach. Join me on my personal weight loss journey to lose about 200 pounds, and as I share my very real experiences, plus some simple, successful, and sustainable weight loss tips and mindset shifts so that we can mark lose weight off of our to-do list for good. So if you've heard any other episode of mine, then you probably know that I lose weight based on a calorie deficit. So that means basically I am tracking everything that I eat, and I pretty much do that in an app. I use MyFitnessPal. This is not sponsored at all, but I use the MyFitnessPal app. And one of the things that I notice is that if I put activity in the app, it will basically give me more calories to eat. And that was similar to this program that I used to do a while back to lose weight, where whenever we would do activities, it would give us points, and then we were able to basically use those points to eat more food. But I choose on my weight loss journey not to eat back those fitness calories, and I'm going to tell you why. But before I get into that, I wanted to remind you that the Christ Over Cookies book is going to be released this Saturday, if you happen to be listening to this at the time that I post the episode. But it will be this Saturday, April 15th, 2023. You will be able to purchase the book on Amazon. You'll also be able to grab it on Barnes & Noble. If you are someone that likes an ebook instead, then you'll be able to purchase it pretty much anywhere that you can get an ebook, including on Apple Books. But the paperback will be on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And if you like a signed copy, then you can go to christovercookies.com and you'll be able to purchase a signed copy directly from me there. But I'm super excited. This is my first book ever, and it is for women like myself who are women of faith and who have struggled to lose weight. And I really go into answering some of the questions about why you've had this struggle with losing weight and why you may have only been addressing a part of the problem and what you need to do about it to change that. And so again, the book is coming out Saturday, April 15th, 2023. If you happen to be listening after that, then the book is already out. So make sure you grab a copy. And of course, I am doing a giveaway as well related to that. So I will give you more info on that next week. But also this Saturday, you can go to the Heal Thy Spirit with Tia podcast, and you'll be able to hear a podcast episode where she was interviewing me about the book and about my story. And it was for her segment, His Glory in Her Story. So I will link to that in the show notes as well. So make sure to go check out the Heal Thy Spirit with Tia podcast so that you can hear more about the book and more about me and my story as well. All right, so let's get into this. So why don't I eat my fitness calories? So again, like I said, I work with a calorie deficit. And if you're not familiar with that, then basically that means you want to make sure that you have more calories going out than coming in, or you basically want to burn more calories throughout the day or throughout the week than what you're consuming and eating calories. And if you listen back to my episode on why you shouldn't count calories, but why I do anyway, this is kind of a part 2 to that. But if you go back and listen to that episode, I explain how the calories and the nutrition labels are actually really inaccurate. And so because of that, it can affect the amount of calories that you're eating, and you don't even realize it because you think you're eating one amount of calories, but in reality, it may be something completely different because of the inaccuracy. And so it's the same thing with why I don't eat back my calories that I earn through fitness. So when I burn calories through any exercise or any movement that I do, I don't look at that as a way for me to eat more food, because fitness trackers as well are completely inaccurate. I don't think there's any fitness tracker on the planet that is 100% accurate. I don't even think that's possible. And we'll get a little bit more into that. But if I have the amount of calories coming in is inaccurate because of the nutrition labels being off, and then the amount of calories that I think I may be burning based on what fitness trackers are telling me is off, then if I combine those two things together, that can completely blow the calorie deficit that I'm trying to achieve. And so then I won't end up losing weight. And so I don't eat back any fitness calories that I've earned according to my tracker because I don't want to blow that deficit. And I will get into why I think you should eat fitness calories in a second. But let me explain what I'm talking about as far as fitness trackers being inaccurate. And so this information I'm giving you right now, this is from Precision Nutrition, where I have my certification through. But based on the ways that different fitness trackers even come up with the number that it tells you that you are burning as far as calories, just the way that they have the methods that they calculate that, first off, that in itself is inaccurate. There are different ways that they come up with it, but depending on which method they use for their fitness tracker, then that's going to determine about, the margin of error that they have with what it's telling you. So this also includes when you are like on a treadmill, for instance, and it's telling you how many calories you're burning from the workout you did on a treadmill, elliptical, all those things. So this is not just the fitness calories from the trackers itself that are inaccurate, but also different fitness equipment that gives you the calories and telling you how much you burn. But those fitness trackers that you wear can be off by about 30% of what it's telling you your daily calorie expenditure is. So those fitness trackers, the numbers that it's giving you can be off by as much as 30%. When they were looking at the calories for aerobic exercise that it was telling you that some fitness trackers were off, they found that it ranged between 9% and 23%. So again, there is a huge difference between the number that the tracker is actually telling you and what you might actually be burning. Because the thing is, it's just giving you basically its best guess as to what it thinks you can be burning. And it doesn't take into account the fact that just as an individual, we burn calories differently. I can do the exact same workout as someone who's the same height, same age, same weight as me, and we could burn different calories. It doesn't take into effect what you're eating, because also what you're eating can affect the amount of calories that you're burning throughout the day. The history that you have between losing weight and gaining, that can also affect your body's efficiency as far as burning calories as well. And so unfortunately, the trackers aren't able to take that information into account when it's giving you that number. And so because of that, that is why I don't typically eat back the calories that I earn through fitness trackers. And I've gotten to the point now where I don't even log my exercise into my fitness pal anymore. I just go ahead and only put in my food because I don't even want to see whatever calories it's trying to tell me I earned through the exercise, or even if it was a tracker I was wearing, I wouldn't put it in there because that's just going to be temptation maybe for me to eat more food. And like I said, it's most likely going to ruin the calorie deficit that I'm trying to achieve because of the fact that it's inaccurate. So that's why I choose not to eat back the calories that I earn through fitness, but I want to tell you why you should. So if you are exercising to the point where you're actually hungry after you're done exercising, then yeah, go ahead and eat. If you find that you've exercised and later in the day you're hungry, then by all means honor your body and go ahead and eat more. You need to do that. You need to get to a point where you're learning to listen to your body more than listening to whatever your fitness tracker or your calorie tracker is telling you. The other reason I think you should actually eat back your fitness calories is if you are doing some extreme exercise. You need to replenish your electrolytes. You need to replenish the nutrients that you've lost through that exercise. And so I feel in those cases, you absolutely should eat back those calories. I don't, at this point anyway, do any type of exercise that would be considered extreme. I mostly walk, or I will do dance fitness, but it's never extreme. When I do dance fitness, it's usually not more than 30 minutes. So it's nothing that I feel like I need to replenish myself from doing that. Obviously, I'm drinking water, and that's pretty much the only replenishment I need. So again, if you are finding yourself hungry, if you are doing extreme exercise, then absolutely, I feel like you should eat back your exercise calories, because you need to make sure you're honoring your body and giving your body what it needs so that you can just function day to day. That's not even about weight loss at that point. It's just giving your body what it needs to run optimally. So that is why I don't eat my exercise calories, but why you should. I hope that was really helpful for you and maybe gave you something to think about as far as your weight loss journey and your calorie deficit, if that's the way you're losing weight as well. So make sure you go out and grab the book, Christ Over Cookies, Winning the War Between Feeding Your Face and Fueling Your Faith. Like I said, it's coming out this weekend, Saturday, April 15th, 2023. You'll be able to purchase that pretty much anywhere that you can get books online. And I would love it if you would leave a review about the book as well. And I will see you next week. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you got any value out of this or something just really resonated with you, can you do me a favor and leave a review? It helps others find the show so that it could help them too. Also, I'd love to connect with you on other platforms. I'm Malaika Burley on IG and YouTube. And go grab my free webinar, The 5 Keys to Simple, Successful, and Sustainable Weight Loss at malaikaburley.com. And of course, all of those links are in the show notes. Thanks again and have a blessed day.